So let's talk for a minute about how you can really be more comfortable with your magic, right? Your magical abilities and creating spells and doing rituals and that sort of thing. How do you really become comfortable? Because I know a lot of times when we first start, it's something that's very new to us. And sometimes it might seem a little strange or funny or like, is this really going to work? I don't know. This seems kind of weird. Am I doing this correctly? There's a lot of questions and self-doubt that we have when we're first starting. So I'm going to give you guys some advice that I think will be helpful for you and how to really kind of connect with your magic and get started with it in a way that I think will work for you. The first thing that I would say, first and foremost, is just try it. Throw it to the wall and see if it sticks. This is the only way you're going to really learn pretty much anything, so try out a spell, see if it works, even if you feel silly or whatever, just try it out and see if it works. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. There's things that will go wrong for you in that process, and you'll kind of see the mistakes that you made and be able to correct them the next time that you are working your magic. So that's what I would say, because we really do learn a lot of things from the failures that we have as well as the successes. And you're never going to move forward if you don't just try it and give it a shot, right? Trust yourself, believe in yourself, and, just go for it. Now, the second thing I'm going to say is that you should always do magic that makes you feel comfortable, right? If you're doing something that might go against your own personal ethics or beliefs, or maybe it just feels a little funny to you, in your gut, I don't know if I feel good about this, don't do it, right? Just don't do it. Your magic is going to have power the more you connect with it and the more comfortable you are with it. So pick things that are within your comfort zone. Don't pick things that are cool because you saw them on TV or somebody else was like, oh, this really cool thing, you have to try it. If it doesn't vibe with you, it doesn't vibe with you. So stick to things that make you feel really comfortable, and that's going to be a really big key into being successful in your magical workings. The next thing too is you want to pick stuff that resonates with your own energy. So if you are somebody that is, kind of more earthy in your gardening and you love your plants and you kind of make a lot of little, concoctions in the kitchen for healing and different things like that. Okay, maybe you want to try some earth magic or some plant magic. Maybe you're more of an earthy sort of witch, right? So try spells and rituals and things that incorporate those specific items that are important to you, that resonate with you, that you really connect with, right? If you are somebody that is like that and you're doing more of it a traditional magic where it's dun 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 dun, right? You're not going to feel comfortable because it's not really, it might be too kind of textbooky or too organized for you, right? So you got to pick things that you feel comfortable with, and that will help your magic get stronger and it will help you grow as a witch. Now, another thing that I think that I would tell you that is important is, a lot of times too, when we start, we don't know what kind of magic we really want to be doing, right? And a lot of times we might go with something that is not sort of connected to us. And what I mean by that is we all have ancestors, right? We have a lineage in the line, and some of us are witches and some of us are not. But for the people that are magical and are practicing, what happens is all that energy comes down the line and through you, and you can tap into that and grab it because it's the same sort of practice that people that are connected to you have been doing for quite some time. So that magic might be easier for you and more powerful for you to work with, as opposed to something that is a little less traditional or a little less connected to you. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't explore all types of magic, but I'm saying if you're looking for a place to start, that might be a good one. I think sometimes too, people kind of tend to go for what they think is cool or what is popular on TV and movies. They might try to go into that sort of magic. And that's great if you're going to be, open-minded and explore something new, but you also have to do what's going to work, right? So if you're trying that and it's not working, maybe check out where you come from in your heritage and see what sort of magical ties come along with that, and maybe try some of that stuff out. Okay, so that's a really important one. The last thing that I think I want to talk about when we talk about things in regards to how do we practice our magic? We want to pick things that are within our ability range, right? So I think a place where people get scared of magic or where magic goes very wrong is you pick something that's at a very advanced level when you are not at an advanced level. So we get caught up in things that we don't know how to control or that we don't know how to use properly, right? And then once we let them out of the box, we create all these problems. And I think that scares people and it discourages people from using magic. So please do not use any magic that you that you feel or that you know is outside of your skill set, right? Like you can always work your way up to that, but don't feel like you need to start there because it looks cooler, it sounds more fun, or doing the basic spells you think is more boring. You can't skip to the front of the line. Like that's not how it works. If you unleash something, like especially like an energy or a deity or something, whatever it is, and that thing doesn't resonate with you, or you accidentally grab a wayward spirit or something and it comes and it, you have to be able to know how to, you have to protect yourself in your space. You have to know how to banish things. Like there's all this other stuff that comes from doing magic outside of your skill set. So when you start small and start with things that you know you can control, right? I mean, if you start with a basic thing and it gets a little messy, it's going to be okay, right? Because you're not doing magic that is like out of your comfort zone or your skill set, right? So that's the last thing that I'd probably say to you if you guys want some advice on how to really start being more comfortable with your magic. So I hope that was really helpful for you. I hope you have a better understanding of maybe some places you can go and try and start. And I hope that you do some really great fun magic today. So until next time, thank you so much for watching and have an absolutely beautiful day.